All right, hey everybody, we're looking at 5.3 and we're going to be looking at slope-intercept form. These are type of equations that we have our slope, m, as we've learned in the previous sections, and our intercept, b. All right, so we're going to put our slope and our intercept where it crosses the y-axis. We're going to put that in an equation form, y equals mx plus b. So we identify the y-intercept as starting at 0. This is a point now. 0 and then up however many. That's where it crosses that y-axis. So let's do a quick review right here. If we have a coordinate plane, you can draw this on your paper. Alright, and then I have a line, let's say this pink line, where it crosses the y-axis. This is my b. This is my intercept. Alright, so my coordinate plane, we've got a line where it crosses that y-axis. There is our intercept. We call this point B. And then this point would be labeled 0 because I'm not going left or right. So 0, and then I'm going up however many, whatever the B number is. Alright, so that's how we graph that. Using the linear form, y equals mx plus b, we call this slope-intercept form. This is, linear means line. So anytime you see that word linear, you see that root word line, linear line. So the linear form, y equals mx plus b, this is our slope, m, with our intercept where it crosses the y-axis. And this is our slope-intercept form. So the m, what we said before, m as is always before, represents our slope of the line. And b is a number that represents our y-intercept, where it crosses the y-axis. Okay? So, the point where the line crosses the y-axis, again, y-intercept. The y-intercept is the point where it crosses our y-axis. That's E. Right? And the point is identified by the order pair, just like we said up here. It doesn't go right or left. It's where it crosses this line, so we're not going right or left. And then it goes up or down. So if it's negative, it's crossing down here. If it's positive, it's crossing above. All right? So that's a B, 0B. So we're going to start looking at those points as we go in this section, the B. Where does it cross this y-axis at? All right, so let's go ahead and find this coordinate practice just looking at the equation. So if I were to look at the equation and I wanted to find where it crosses the y-axis at, all right, I know that for all of these, I'm going to start with 0. So for all of these, right here, 3 through 4, the form is 0b. So now it's time to find the b. So remember, our equation, oops, pencil broke. Our equation is y equals slope x plus our intercept b. So the intercept is the b. So I want to find that coordinate 0b, right? So if you look here, y equals m, well my m is 3, x plus my b is the last number at the very end. So what I'm going to do, and you should do this too, so I'm going to highlight my b here, and that's the b is the number at the end of the equation by itself, the number all by itself. Sometimes it's not at the end. Look at number 4. So the number all by itself, when it's in y slope intercept form, that's our intercept. That's where it's going to cross our y-axis. All right? So in this case, my b, my intercept is 4. This case, negative 9. Here, there's nothing. If there's nothing, it's 0. Nothing is 0. And then I have my slope, which is 8, right? And then I have my number all by itself. That's my b, my intercept. It's a positive 7, all right? So just as a reminder, the sign of the b, see this minus 9? That's a negative 9. Whatever sign's in front, that's what's going to carry down if it's negative or positive. So Watch your signs. You're going to hear that a lot in the next 4 years with math. All right? So if we look right here, it wants us to write the equation. All right, so our equation again is y equals mx plus b. M is my slope and b is my intercept, right? So I'm going to substitute, all right, I'm going to substitute my b in the number for b and the number for m right there. So slope is 2. Negative 6, negative 1, that's going to go in front of the x. The intercept is b, the number all by itself. That's going to go after. All right? So to write the equation, I have y equals my m to x, right? And what comes next? Plus b. So this is a positive 9, so plus 9. I got my y equals my slope is m, so that's negative 6, x comes next, plus b. So this is a negative 1, so you can write plus negative, but plus negative is just really a negative 1, right? If we look here, we got slope is negative 1, so I got my y equals, so slope m is negative 1, and I got the x comes next. So slope always goes in front of x. X is not slope, it's the number, the constant in front of x. All right, and then minus 8, okay. Then we got my y equals my slope, 1/4 x, we're substituting, right? And they told us our intercept is 0, so my b is now going to be substituted for what they told us the b is, which is 0. So y-intercept, instead of writing y-intercept, mathematicians said, let's call this b. Instead of writing slope all the time, they said, let's let m represent slope. Okay? All right, so make sure you have that. Pause at any time if you feel you need to, okay? All right, so now lastly, we're going to kind of work backwards here. We're going to use the equation and we're going to graph it. All right, so here's some rules right here. Our first rule is to always plot the y-intercept first, okay? So I'm going to write that right there. Plot the b first. And you can almost think of it as b begin, right? B begin. Always plot your b first. So we've been coloring this yellow. So we're going to plot this point first. And this is where it crosses the y-axis. So plot b first on y-axis. All right? And then after we do that, we're going to use rise over run from the slope from m to plot a second point, or even more after that, okay? So we're going to plot, we've been saying the slope has been yellow, intercept yellow, and then we said the slope is orange. So we'll just highlight all our slopes right here. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that, all right? So plot the b first. You're going to have a lot of practice with this, don't worry. And if you need help on the back here with your practice in a little bit, just call me over, we'll help you out. So plotting our b first, it's on the y-axis. So -2 on the y-axis, so I'm starting 0. -2 is located right here. That's my first point. All right? It's different than plotting the points like our 0, -2, right? It's different than kind of that. You start at 0, then go -2. You just go ahead and look at it right on the y. This is my y-axis, plot the point. And then we can use our slope, rise over run. So we're going to rise up 1, and then we're going to run 3. So up 1, 1, 2, 3, run 3. Up 1, 1, 2, 3, run 3. up 1, run to the right, 1, 2, 3. All right, and then I got 4 nice points that I can connect and make a line with the ruler. All right, right here, plot B first, plot B first. So I'm going to plot 4 on the y-axis, plot B first on the y-axis. So 1, 2, 3, 4, boop, there's my y-intercept, my B. Now, -3, it's going to sink 3, run 2. So always running to the right too, okay? So going down, 1, 2, 3, running 2, 1, 2. And then I can do another point using the slope, 1, 2, 3, run 2, 1, 2. So that's what slope does. That's how it changes. Okay, our line is showing the rate of change of the y's of y over x. All right, and then we'll get a ruler in just a minute, and then we'll graph that. And then finally we got our b. So b, boop, on the y-axis, and then we got our. Now what happens when it's a whole number? We can just put a 1 under it. Okay, we can put a 1 under that. So now that's going to help me with my slope. So I got my 1 plotted, and I can go down 2, 1, 2, run over 1. See how that putting the 1 under it helps me with my run? Down 2. So we're going down 2, and we're going to run to the right, 1. Down 2, over 1. Down 2, over 1. Down 2, over 1. All right, great. So now you're going to get a ruler and connect these lines. Okay, get a ruler, connect those lines, and then put arrows at them. And then you get to practice the back. Okay, you get to practice the back. I'll do maybe a couple more notes with 15 and 16 on the next video for you. But you should be able to do 12 through 14. And then 15, we can look at it right now if you want. 15, the slope is just the rate of change. So it's going down, right? How much is it going down? It's going down 1, right? It's going down. So down, we said, was sinking, right? So from here to here, it's sinking 1, and it's running 1, 2. It's running 2. So my slope is, sink means -1, running 2, okay? Where does it cross? It crosses at 1, 2, 3. It crosses B is right there, all right? So it crosses at 3. So my equation, now that I got the slope and intercept, is y equals my slope, -1/2 x. And you're like, how do you know that? Well, y equals mx plus b. So my slope, I'm going to use orange. My slope is the orange, and my intercept, we said was yellow, that's my b. That's going to go there, okay? So slope, and my intercept plus 3. So there's my intercept, okay? So if you need help, call me over. We're going to help you out, me and Mr. Crocier, if you need help. If you look over here, we got this one. To go from this point to the second point, we're going up 1 over 2. It's going up, or we can say what we've been using. It's rising 1, and then it's running 1, 2. It's running 2. So its slope is 1/2. It crosses the B intercept. It crosses at 3. So my intercept is 3. So then we can put this together. Y equals my slope, 1/2 that I found, x plus my intercept, 3. Great. Try the next couple out. Call me over. Let me help you out, okay? I think you can do this. I hope you enjoyed this. Please watch the video again if you need to. Ask for help at any time. All right. Take care.